Hi, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics and Head Football Coach here at Miles College. Welcome, class of 2024. Wow, I'm so excited that you have joined the ranks of thousands of Mileans and you have chosen Miles as your collegiate home. Our institution prides itself on winning championships, but more importantly, winning in the classroom. We educate, we dominate, and we graduate, and I will hold you to the same standards.
Welcome home to the world-renowned Purple March Machine. You just made one of the biggest decisions in your life. You chose Miles College, home of the Golden Bears, just as I did 20 years ago. Bear pride and the pride of the Purple March Machine runs deep, and it's our responsibility to keep it that way. The Purple March Machine depends on us.
Welcome home, Bears. My name is Michael Johnson, and I serve as the Vice President of Student Success.
And I am Courtney Sankey, class of 2007, and I serve as the Director of New Student Programs and Scholarships.
Today, you're going to hear a lot of information. You're going to hear about the history of Miles College. You're going to get to experience a campus tour. You're going to hear about the fall academic plans from the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. You're going to also get to experience a little bit of culture from the Director of Student Activities.
Bear pride!
Yes.
Welcome to Miles College. You have made the bold decision to attend this great institution. As a proud alumnus, class of 2006, and your Dean of Students, I'm glad that you have made the conscious decision to come to the only historically Black college in the Birmingham metro area.
Miles College has a rich history steeped in civic engagement, peaceful protest, and nonviolent demonstrations. One of the hallmarks of this institution is our willingness and ability to confront injustice where we find it. Miles College, with roots in the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church, has motivated and prepared students through committed faculty to seek knowledge that leads to intellectual and civic empowerment since its founding in 1898 by Bishop William Henry Miles. Built in 1907, Williams Hall is the oldest building on campus and once served as a dormitory, academic building, cafeteria, and library all at the same time. It will go through a multi-million-dollar restoration in order to bring its vibrancy back to present and serve as a museum, academic building with administrative offices. The second oldest building on campus is Brown Hall and houses the college's chapel auditorium used for College Forum. Built in 1927, it is the second oldest building and received a huge renovation in 2005. Currently, the President's Office, Institutional Advancement, Financial Aid, Business Office, Academic Affairs, and Mailroom are located in this building. The Quad, the original Quad and green space located in front of the Norton Student Union building, is a place that hosts many activities and festivals throughout the year. Homecoming is a big item on any HBCU campus, and Miles College is no different. Black Lives Matter Lane, or Plaza, is the newest piece of history to this institution. It was designed and completed all in 3 days on June 27th through the 29th, 2020, and marked Miles College as the first HBCU to have a Black Lives Matter mural on its campus, as well as being the first institution in the state of Alabama or the Southeast region of the United States to have one as well. Welcome to the Golden Bear Experience, class of 2024, and always remember, there's nothing like a Golden Bear experience.
Myalians, we want to welcome you to the Golden Bear Experience. I hope you're ready because you're in for a treat. Just wait. Hey, today I'm going to introduce you to the Miles College culture. All right, we are the winningest program in the SIAC. All right, we have championships in football, 4 of them. We have championships in basketball, 2 of them, back to back. We have championships in softball, baseball, golf. Listen, this is the place to be, and we're going to make the best of it. We have the best academic programs, all of our athletics, all right, #1 in the conference. You don't want to miss it. Listen, let's go to the next one. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Hey, talking out the side of your neck. When I tell you, hey, the Purple Marching Machine, we got the best band in the land. The Hondo Battle of the Band champions. Listen, the Queen City Battle of the Band champions. HBCU Sports ranked us #1. Best band in the land. All right, shout out to my sisters of Tau Beta Sigma and my frat of KK Psi. Listen, speaking about Greeks, let's go ahead and go over to the Greeks. All right, hey, listen, we're right here at the Greek Plus. We have the AKAs, the Deltas, the Alphas, the Sigmas, the Omegas, the Iotas. We have every organization on campus. All right, and when the music starts up, it's all the way live. I'm talking about they get it in. They hit them with the, you already know what it is. All right, listen, and next we're going to talk about Miss Miles and Mr. Miles. So let's go over to the next spot. All right, here we go, guys. We're at the most sacred place on campus, right in front of Brown Hall, where you have your Miss Miles coronation every single year. And this year in particular is probably one of the most historic moments in Miles College history, where we will introduce our very first Mr. Miles College. Guys, you don't want to miss it. So excited for you to be here. Let's go to the next scene. SGA has a nice welcome week for you guys, and I know you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of activities, and you don't want to miss it. All right, next. All right, I know a lot of you guys are in all of these rooms watching me talk, and you right there, I don't want you to eat up all my food. You right there in the purple shirt, drinking that, you right there, drinking my juice. I'm just playing with you. All right, but we're almost done, guys. So next, our students are going to talk to you more about our cheers and chants. We're going to go over to alma mater. We're going to do a bear shuffle. Can't wait for you guys. I enjoyed you guys. Peace.
Hello, I'm Dr. Geraldine Agee, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. As a Chief Academic Officer, I can't tell you how excited we are that you chose Miles College to venture on your academic experience. As we look ahead and think about the opportunities facing higher education today, we continue to be dedicated to making the necessary investments that redefine your experience. Further, we're committed to creating an environment for our students to pursue their passions. Despite the backdrop of COVID-19, we are expanding our capacity. This semester marks the introduction of the college's first online Bachelor's of Science program in Business Administration and our first Bachelor's of Science degree in Psychology. Together, we have been able to successfully adapt to the changing education climate and to provide students an opportunity to boost their career advancement. Welcome to Miles College, class of 2024, and welcome to the Golden Bear Experience.
Hello. My name is Mikhail Jones, and I am the Assistant Dean of Online Education at Miles College. Welcome to Miles College, class of 2024. More importantly, welcome to a new experience where students can take their classes online this semester and stay in the residence halls. No schedule change is needed. Students can change the method of delivery of their coursework from a hybrid to some in person and some online, or fully online delivery of classes. Miles College students who register for on-ground classes for the fall do not need to change anything. This means that you have 3 options. 1, attend your classes in person under the Miles College COVID-19 response rules. 2, attend your classes in a hybrid format following the rotational schedule set up by your instructor under Miles College COVID-19 response rules. 3, attend your classes online from your dormitory or home. For more information, schedule an appointment to talk with your academic advisor today. And thank you for choosing Miles College.
Hey Bears, let's talk about taking care of business. It is important to remember you will need to renew your free application for federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, every year as you matriculate through college. Be sure to complete your FAFSA on time by visiting www.studentaid.gov. The FAFSA application will be available starting October 1st, and don't forget to add Miles College as your school of choice. After your FAFSA has been processed, you will be ready to complete the financial clearance. This is the last step in which you will finalize your registration. And always remember, the earlier you complete the FAFSA and pre-register for classes, the better. If you have any outstanding transcripts, please remember you have 1 semester to turn in any outstanding transcripts to the admissions office, or you will not be able to register for the spring semester. All transcripts can be mailed to P.O. Box 39800, Birmingham, Alabama 35208, or transcripts can be emailed to admissions@miles.edu.
Good morning. My name is Courtney Sankey, Director of New Student Programs, and welcome to the 2021 Experience Miles New Student Town Hall, where we'll give you the opportunity to ask questions about your spring 2021 semester. Feel free to start submitting your questions in the comment area below. First, I would like to introduce our panelists, Dr. Geraldine Agee, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Charles Stallworth, our Dean of Students. Both individuals will give you a little background about what their role and responsibilities are here at Miles College. Dr. Agee will begin.
Great, thank you. And hello to everyone that's on the call or on this chat. And please put your comments or questions in the chats because we're happy to answer them. So as Courtney just said, I am the provost here at the college, and as the chief academic officer, my job is to make sure that the students and faculty have what they need to succeed this semester. So our mantra for this whole year is no bear left behind. And what does that mean? It means that we're going to provide superior service and support to our students and to our faculty to make sure that we're all able to do what we need to do to ensure student success. So we know that COVID has had an impact on our semester and has had an impact on our year worldwide. But what we've done this semester to make sure that we mitigate that is we've added extra student support services, which includes a support and outreach team to help students with everything from mental health support to figuring out how they're going to get through their classes. We also have added more tutoring. We have our metacognition lab that's open, as well as we'll have tutoring and advisors in our math and science classes and our general education classes. Now, what is a general education class? A general education class are classes that students typically take in their first 2 years of college that set the foundation for their overall academic experience. And we want to make sure that those students have what they need, not just to make it through spring 2021 or any individual semester, but to be able to graduate on time and graduate well from Miles College and be on their way to get a job or go into grad school or their career of their choice. So we have many faculty members here on campus. We have 5 divisions: the Division of Business and Accounting, Education, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Natural Sciences, Mathematics, and Humanities and Communications. And we've got new majors, including psychology, as well as we have a very strong online program that is in our business administration. This semester, we will be providing classes both in a hybrid environment as well as virtually. And those hybrid classes will be classes that will be socially distanced and classes that will be offered to students as well, where they can take their classes online. So talk to your advisors about what's best for you and make sure that you attend your class in whatever format. We want to attend every class every time. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Dr. Agee. Dean Stallworth?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Sankey. Good morning to everyone. As Ms. Sankey mentioned, I am Charles Stallworth, the Dean of Students here at the illustrious 1898, as I call it. Miles College is unique, and my responsibility is to ensure that you are safe in every affair that is not academic affairs, even though student affairs and academic affairs, we work as a great team, and we are a team. Everyone on campus is here to serve you, and particularly myself and my staff, especially in housing. We're here to ensure that you are safe first and foremost, because in the midst of this global pandemic, which is COVID-19, we need to make sure that we're practicing all of the safe protocols. So of course, wear your mask whenever you enter any building, and also be socially distanced from each other so that we can make sure that the spread on our campus will not happen, and that we will keep any rates as low as possible. In reference to the activities, our student activity director and program manager, which is Mr. Leon Moody, he's going to make sure he himself, as well as the SGA, are going to ensure that there are activities here for you to interact with virtually and in person, of course, with safety parameters due to COVID-19 and the CDC. In the housing, I'm so excited to let you all know that over the course of our Christmas break, we were able to install new wiring as well as access points, so that 5G, 5 gigs, is available to our students themselves in the dormitory. So with that Wi-Fi capability, no matter if you're a gamer, if you are doing your studies on multiple devices, you will be able to do that in the very comfort and accessibility in your dorm room. So as your dean, I just want you to know that whatever you need, I'm located in the Student Activity Center, where the cafeteria is on the second floor, and whatever your needs are, I'll be here to service and assist you in any way possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Stallworth. So we'll start with a few questions that were submitted via email. The first question is, what are your institution's COVID-19 protocols for the semester?
Okay, well, I'll answer that. Really, you can find it with no problem if you go to our campus website, the college website, and at the very top, it has our COVID-19 reentry plan. It's a 22-page document, so it's very lengthy, but it had to be lengthy in order for all the details in reference to the CDC and the Jefferson County Health Department that Miles College, as an institution of higher education, that we follow. So anything from housing to how you will be socially distant in your classrooms, to our cleaning and disinfecting protocols, and just some helpful tips from our president, the illustrious President Bobby Knight, that she can institute for all the cabinet members. We all follow it from the head down to make sure that we're all safe. A second location that you'll be able to find it as, look in your email. I'm constantly sending emails all the time, and I send the link exactly to this COVID-19 plan, as well as a specific plan for any student that lives on campus with our quarantine and isolation protocols.
Thank you, Dean Stallworth.
Thank you.
This next question is for you as well.
Okay.
What is Vesper service?
Okay, Vesper service. I'm glad you asked. I'm so unfortunately, we're all in this together with the global pandemic, but Vesper service is a tradition at Miles College, the illustrious 1898, and it is the formal induction of all of our new students to the campus, and we hold it every fall and in the spring. And what this signifies is it helps and lets you know that this family, which is the Miles College community, that we're welcoming you in with open arms and expectations, because you're going into the next level. So it is your formal introduction as a Milean. And then after that, you become, of course, a Miles graduate, Miles alum. So we formally welcome you in. It's a, in the past, it was just a presentation or a program in an auditorium or in First Baptist Church, or in one case, the gymnasium, and you would be courted with a medallion. You say the Milean Creed, you take that oath saying what you intend to uphold for your alma mater, which in Latin means your other mother. So it's going to be virtual this year. So just stay tuned for details, and those will be forthcoming.
Thank you, Dean Stallworth.
Thank you.
Our next question is, how has student residence life changed due to the current pandemic?
Okay, I guess that's for me too as well.
Yeah.
One thing I can honestly say because of the pandemic, it's made more of our students, of course, be social as well as even more tech savvy in a different way. They've been able to, of course, inhabit their dormitory, the domicile, however you would like to call it, in their residence hall, and they're learning to be more intrusive with how they treat themselves on a virtual matter. But with that, in some cases, the other events, which are, normally physical contact, it's been limited. So in some cases, when a room could particularly hold 30 or 40 people, now it only holds 10 because of our 6 foot distancing with the social distancing protocols. So as long as everyone has a mask and practices the social distance, even our physical activities can happen, but just in a much smaller capacity. Another thing that has happened with our residence hall life, cleaning, disinfecting. There are these super cool, as I call them, Ghostbuster guns. And our RAs and our directors spray the hallways and corridors 3 times daily to ensure that we're in a safe environment. Much of our students as well, they are also in a safe. They have their disinfectant and they're disinfecting themselves and their rooms. So that's the main things that have changed because of this global pandemic.
Thank you, Dean Stallworth.
You're welcome.
Dr. Agee, this question is for you. Who do I need to contact if I decide to change my major?
That's a great question. If a student is interested in changing their major, if they are either a freshman or sophomore, then they can reach out to the advisor and change their major through their advisor in what we call the CAT Center. And the CAT Center, I'll get the number off my phone and tell you that number for the CAT Center that they can call, and they can help them to do a new schedule. If they're already in their major, then they can talk to their major advisor who can help them with their schedule. But if they're on this call, then they're probably our new students. And so that would be our advisors. And I will get that number in just a second. Oh, there it is. So there is, the number is 205-929-1824. That's the CAT Center. And that would be the best way for the students to call in so that they can change their schedule.
Thank you, Dr. Agee. Mm-hmm. Our next question is, are there any restrictions on what I can bring into my dorm?
Yes, there are. Make sure that you do not bring, a hot plate or a George Foreman grill or a deep fryer. We want to make sure that everyone is safe as possible. If you do bring a refrigerator, of course, those are allowed. Just make sure you don't bring an excessively tall one. So keep your refrigerator, your mini fridge, under the height of 42 inches. Other than that, just think of conscientiousness of what you do not want to bring into a dormitory or residence hall where other persons are. Candles, firecrackers, none of those items that are explosive or highly flammable are not permitted into the residence hall. But if you are bringing your shoes and clothing, of course, I like to dress, or a clothing connoisseur, try to keep it at a minimum. We don't need to see your entire fashion wardrobe from your entire life, but basically make sure that you're safe and conscientious at all times.
Thank you, Dean Stallworth.
You're welcome.
So we'll take this last question. How important is it to participate in extracurricular activities while on campus?
Well, on this question, I hope Dr. Agee will chime in as well, because many activities are both on a social standpoint and an academic standpoint because of some of our academic clubs per major. But in reference to the student affairs side, it's really great. I, being a member of the world's greatest fraternity, I would like to say that participating in activities, get out there. You want to be sociable, and I like to call myself a social hermit. So sometimes I like being around people and sometimes I do not. But in this case, you have to be really careful because of course it is a global pandemic and you want to be socially distant at all times. But when getting into the activities, there are so many things that can happen. Last semester, we had yoga on the yard and yoga inside. You had the activities around the track with our pep rallies that were all socially distanced as well. And you can get into even other activities with our spade tournaments. We have a game room upstairs here in the student activity room which is a student activity center, excuse me. And it's just a limited capacity, but by getting involved with an activity, you are opening up a different space in your head to be a more sociable person and develop skills and life sets that you will need once you leave the illustrious Miles College upon your matriculation.
Thank you. Was there anything you wanted to add, Dr. Agee?
Yes, actually, I do want to add something to that. I think that it's so important for us to encourage the students on still meeting people, making friends, all those things that go along with the college experience that we're all used to and would love to see for our students. It's harder in COVID, but it's not impossible. We can still get to meet people, get to know people, especially when it was warm. They sat outside. You got to eat outside and meet people. Dean Stallworth and I almost every morning have breakfast sitting outside. So do those kind of things. And one thing I did say to a student that felt like it was kind of hard to meet people and get to know people. Find your tribe, right? So when the world opens back up, we're going to go to block parties and we're going to meet hundreds of people and hug their necks and everything that we used to do. But right now, find those 2 or 3 other students that you can roll with, that you can go to lunch at the same time with, or maybe they're in your class and you say, I'm going to go to class. We're going to just go to class together. We're going to walk together, walk back. So find your tribe, please. Our advisors are available. In our Norton Student Unit, we also have academic success coaches and advisors that are available to you, and you can meet them and they can be helpful to you and they can refer you to resources, whether it's the health center that we have new on campus or mental health services or emergency services or just a listening ear. You can meet your advisor by going to milesadvising.youcanbook.me. milesadvising.youcanbook.me, and you can meet your advisor. You also can call your advisors at 205-929-1824. What's going down, that's where the advisors are at the CAT Center. And then below that is the admissions information. But yeah, find your tribe. And even if you don't meet another student right away, latch on to your advisor. Latch on to your faculty member, if you're in the band or football, coach, just don't be isolated and don't do it alone. We never want that for you. So I have students now, a lot of my freshmen that were in my freshman forum class, they just check in and I make sure I always check back in with them. Also, our president is on Twitter, and a lot of times students might tweet the president about something that they need help with. But if you tweet her, she'll tweet you back. If you say, how you doing, President Knight, she'll say, how are you doing? So, reach out to us and we can be part of your tribe as well. And Courtney, if I could say one more thing, and in my freshman forum class, we had an assignment where we asked the freshmen to do an essay on who's your who. And your who is somebody that helps you stay in Miles College. And the who that they had, could have been a coach with the football team or a section leader for the band, but the who might be someone in IT that helps you reset your password but gives you a kind word for that day. Or the who might be one of our administrators who comes to speak in our freshman forum class, like our chief of staff, Mr. Coachman. So find your who, find your tribe, and make sure that you're not isolated, you're not alone, and we're all in this together. And we are going to make sure that there's no bear left behind.
Thank you guys so much. We do have one final question for Dr. Agee that was submitted. Excuse me. Dr. Agee, are there any special academic programming students can look forward to this semester?
Yes. How could I forget? We have several exciting academic programs. The first of which, and this is not in order of importance, is TRIO. We were awarded by the Department of Education a TRIO Student Support Services grant. And that means for first generation college students who meet the low income threshold, or students who have had disabilities are able to be a part of the TRIO program. And through the TRIO program, they'll get a dedicated advisor. They will actually get help with like career counseling, financial aid counseling. They will also get support throughout the semester, they actually can go and meet with their advisor, sit down, hang out, meet with other TRIO students who might be students that they know. I'm gonna try to see if I can share the screen and see if y'all can see it. So this is TRIO Student Support Services, and a big part of TRIO is going to be student-led. So other TRIO student members, you'll be able to find your tribe. So TRIO is going to have different activities that like study halls that we're going to do, and activities to meet other students. And also TRIO students will have tutors. We have a tutoring center, and we have a dedicated tutor who helps TRIO students to get through the hardest math, the trickiest writing, the most confusing class. They're able to help them with that. And so what the other programs that we have the Center for Academic Excellence. And in that program, we help groom students to be highly competitive for jobs within national security and national intelligence. So we have a direct pipeline to the CIA, the DIA, the FBI, the DHS, and the whole alphabet soup of national security. And even more than that, when the freshmen are upperclassmen, regardless of their major, they're able to take a class. We're actually offering it this semester called the Psychology of Intelligence. And it's about human intelligence, national security, human behavior, groupthink, and intelligence. So it's a class that I teach with one of the deputy directors of the CIA, who actually comes to campus and meets with our students and teaches on campus. We have a CIA officer teaching on campus. So we have that as part of the Center Academic Excellence. We also have the Empower Center, and the Empower Center is a program where we are helping students to prepare for careers of the future. And out of the Empower Center, students will be eligible to apply for paid internships, find out about different jobs in the tech sector, but also get hands-on experience with things like Apple coding, Amazon, AWS, as well as you'll be able to take classes in certification in IBM skills development. And then we are also rolling out our Miles College esports team. We're going to have a competitive team, which is our esports league, and we're going to have an esports club. So if there's any gamers out there, look out for activities that are going to start to happen this fall. We'll be socially distanced and safe, but we will be having fun getting involved in these different sports: League of Legends, Overwatch, Fortnite, all of it. We'll be doing it here on campus.
Wow, there's a lot going on here at Miles College, and we just want to invite you guys to be a part of it. Where can they get more information about those programs, Dr. Agee?
So the best place to get information about those programs right now is to go to Facebook and follow Miles College Academic Affairs. So if you go to Facebook and put in Miles College Academic Affairs and you follow Miles College Academic Affairs, you can find the information about esports, TRIO, and the Empower Center.
And let's not forget our college forum, also known as Chapel, every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And this streamed live on the Miles Student Life and Engagement Facebook page. So make sure you tune into that as well. I want to thank Provost Agee and Dean Stallworth for joining me today and answering all of the questions. I thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Mileans, we are so excited that you have included us on your journey here at Miles College. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by the Welcome Center, stop by the Academic Affairs Office, the French Center. We are all here to assist you and help you on this journey. Thank you again for joining us.